Ready with me while I talk about my faith journey. So I don't really talk about my faith much on here, not because I'm not close to God, but because it's become so easy for people to assume that if you mention him, especially after going through something, that it's an act or it's part of some image. But the truth is, I didn't always have a relationship with God. It wasn't something I grew up strong in or shared often. It wasn't until I went through one of the most darkest times of my life that I actually experienced him for myself. But I'm not gonna lie, I've been struggling lately now that some time has passed, because it's like I've drifted. I still believe, I still love him, but it's harder to show up for him the way I did when I was in pain. Isn't that crazy? Like, when I was broken, I was desperate for him. Now that life is a little more normal, I find myself going some days without praying or checking in. And I hate that. I feel guilty, honestly, because he never stopped showing up for me, but I've been quiet. But the truth is, when you're not in survival mode anymore, it takes effort to stay close. And I think that's where I'm at. Learning how to keep God at the center even when my life isn't falling apart. I'm 22 years old. I'm still figuring all of this out: motherhood, life, healing, faith. And I know I'm not perfect, but I also know that God sees my heart even when I feel distant, even when I'm inconsistent. He knows I'm trying, and I think that counts for something. So if you're like me, if your faith feels quiet lately or harder to hold on to, you're not alone. Your relationship with him doesn't have to be loud to be real, and he's not asking you to be perfect, just present.